Welcome back to your channel. I love pharmacology, and in this session let's learn about the differences between the heparin and the warfarin. So as you can see here, so heparin is an unfractionated form, and it also has got the low molecular weight heparin as a subtype. So heparin, unfractionated heparin, and a low molecular weight heparin. So the pros which goes towards the heparin is it has got rapid onset of action, it acts within minutes, and it has got short half-life so that it wears off its effects very fastly. And if there is a overdose of heparin, it can be treated with the antidote protamine sulfate. So heparin overdose, the antidote is protamine sulfate, and heparin is a drug of choice and it is safe in the use of pregnancy as a anticoagulant. So what are the cons or the drawbacks with respect to heparin? So it has to be given parenterally only, either through intravenous route or subcutaneous route, and hospital monitoring is required, especially in case of the unfractionated heparin, but the monitoring is not that much necessary in case of the low molecular weight heparin, and it requires a frequent blood test. aPTT levels has to be checked, and there is a risk of HIT, that is the heparin induced thrombocytopenia, that is the low platelet count. So this is with respect to the pros and cons of the heparin. Whereas when we talk about the warfarin, which is a coumarin derivative, we have a pros that it warfarin can be administered orally. It is easy to administer, so it can be used for long-term use as a maintenance drug for maintenance period, and it is expensive, and it is got established effectiveness, and it cannot be used in pregnancy, one should remember. So the safer anticoagulant to use in pregnancy is the heparin, and when compared to the cons or the drawback, it has got slow onset of action, it takes days to act. So for the bridging therapy to anticoagulant effectiveness to start, so it takes days. So to cover those period, you can have a heparin for a bridging therapy. And warfarin has got a narrow therapeutic index, which has got the very low narrow therapeutic index, and it requires frequent INR testing. And also please remember, usually when warfarin is administered, some of the dietary or drug interaction can take place, and especially if the plant product which is containing vitamin K can decrease the effectiveness of the warfarin. So in case of the heparin overdose, we are giving protamine, but in case of the warfarin, we give a antidote vitamin K. So these are the pros and cons with respect to the heparin and the warfarin. If you find this video useful, please do subscribe to our channel I Love Pharmacology for more updates on pharmacology. Thank you.